Cancer, December begins with the new moon on December 2nd, and Sagittarius is in an angle to Cancer. It's 150 degrees away, and that 150 degrees represents making adjustments. But where are these adjustments for you? They're in a sector of your world that represents your health and your routine. Therefore, as you're moving into the December month, make sure you're listening to your body and taking care of it. There might be more, different foods than you normally have around. So just listen to your body. Make sure you're taking care of what your body is saying to you. And remember, this is your year that as Jupiter is in your sign. And Jupiter, one of the effects of Jupiter is you can overdo something. Now, Jupiter's a good thing, but that caveat that says too much of a good thing, and with this month being around having a certain aspect about paying attention to your health, look at where things might be too much of a good thing for you. And if it doesn't fit you, it doesn't fit you. It just would mean look at your routine and make sure that what you're doing in your day-to-day life, you keep up with it, so there's no overwhelm that comes along with everything that you're trying to get done. Mars goes into Libra on the 7th of December and will be there for 8 months. Mars usually spends 2 months in any one sign, but 2014 is going to go retrograde, so it's going to be there for 8 months. And Mars in Libra is what's called square your energy. So there's this tension that will come, not all the time, but there will be different times when the number of Mars, the degree of Mars, gets up to the degree of whatever degree your sun is in your natal chart. When that happens, you could feel more tense or irritated. So basically what it's saying is that for the month of December, if you were born the first week in the Cancer cycle, early Cancer, there might be a couple of days where you feel a little bit irritated. For the rest of you, that will come later on in 2014. Now, Mars also being in the sector of your world says, put some energy. The positive side of Mars is putting energy into things. So if you need to get your home clean, your apartment, your room, your car, whatever, office, whatever it is, put energy in taking care of wherever you live. And sometimes we live at different times of the day in different places. So wherever you live, put some energy into it. The full moon in Gemini is really intense, as the planet Uranus will go direct that day. And Uranus is that principle of change and something sudden and shifts. It's an awareness energy. So you could have an awareness. Now, where's the awareness going to happen for you is where the full moon is. And that's between what you do every day to keep up with life, like your routines and your habits, so things don't get piled up, and where you could ignore things or sabotage your efforts. So the awareness can come like these aha moments of like, oh my gosh, I've been sabotaging myself. If only I did it this way, then I wouldn't, get myself caught up to a situation where I feel really stressed out. So there's a strong awareness energy for you in this full moon. The sun enters Capricorn, the solstice, winter solstice for those of us above the equator, and on December 21st, the same day that Venus goes retrograde. So again, here we have this other intense ingress. The solstices and equinoxes are very important times. And for you, we have another, it will be opposite. Let me get this right for you. It will be opposite your Cancer energy, right? So Capricorn is opposite Cancer. Therefore, this marks the beginning of your halfway point of your birthday year. So it's your own personal illumination. It's your own personal, let me take stock of, I'm halfway through the journey for my birthday year. And where am I going? the Venus retrograde in your house of other people, Venus retrograde will impact people, other people differently, depending on your own chart, your own transits, all of that. But for generalization for Cancer, because it's opposite your sign, it does mean you will be taking a look at the relationships in your life, and whether they're romantic or just people you are connected with, and looking at whether or not you feel they respect you, because she's in Capricorn, whether they respect your time, what you have to do, what your obligations are, and whether or not you feel appreciated for what you do. And if there are people in your life where that quality, that value isn't there, then you may be rethinking the relationship, and vice versa. There's a flip side to that too. If people feel that you're in a relationship, feel that you don't respect them or you don't appreciate them, then that also can pull on the relationship to rethink the relationship. Mercury enters Capricorn on the 24th, so there's this big Capricorn party, all opposite your sign. Of course, you have Jupiter there. Jupiter's protection energy. And the thinking goes into more very traditional. Capricorn's about traditional, but it's planning. Let me think about this. Let me plan. Let me look at what I need to do in order to accomplish. So, and we end the year. On the 30th, we have an exact Mars-Pluto square, which is really intense. So there's a lot of intensity, and that is connected to Mercury too. So if there's something that you feel that you need to say to somebody, or something somebody feels they need to say to you, then leading up to the New Year's Eve, it can all come out. And then we finish up the year. This is midnight, January 1st, 2014, 12:01 a.m. Midnight, we finish up the year with the moon in Capricorn in what's called the balsamic phase, the releasing phase, which is perfect because the balsamic phase of the moon, the day before the new moon, is letting go. And letting go of the past and preparing for the new. And then we start the new year with a new moon. So it's a perfect symbol of really being able to release, let go, and open your arms and open your heart and open your mind to a brand new year.